Virgo, I see you guys traveling at some point this year. I see big changes happening in your life this year, Virgo, that this is going to be the year to remember. And while, yes, this is a weekly tarot reading, Virgo, I feel like when I tapped into your energy and shuffling your tarot cards here and pulling each row for you, I kept on getting like this message of where it's like a year to remember, things of that nature there. And what I see this major transition happening for you, Virgo, is that I see a major chapter of your life coming into a completion. I see your major in the message that I get here. It's like I was shown like graduation caps. I was shown like childhood homes. And so to me, it's the impact of, or the weight of this transition that's going to be happening or occurring in your life, Virgo. It leads me to believe of something that you had invested so much time and energy into. And the overall theme here is that you've graduated, you're about to be moving here, and it's in celebration of like how much you have grown. And so I see you leaving your comfort zone. Another thing that I'm being shown right now, Virgo, is if you watch The Lion King, you know the scene of where it's, girl, I don't remember the main lion's name, the dad of Simba, where they're just like, Simba, you see everything that the light touches. Like I see you going beyond where the light touches. Does that make sense? And so, especially to have this moon energy as your overall, there's a lot of things that you are not aware of right now, Virgo, of how this is going to be happening to go from point A to point B. All right. And so in this tarot reading, I'm hoping to be able to bring some clarity in regards to that. But before I get into it, let me introduce myself real quick, Virgo. My name is SimplyVelca, darling. How you doing? I've been reading tarot cards for over 12 years. What makes my tarot readings a little bit different than others is that, while yes, I'll talk about what you're manifesting, but I also like to provide a sense of a guidance or a blueprint to how to go from point A to point B, so you actually can claim this good stuff that us tarot readers are seeing, darling. So remember, Virgo, I'm here for your breakthrough. I'm not here to make you comfortable, all right, and tell you what you want to hear. So if I sound like the type of tarot reader for you, let's just get started here, all right? And keep in mind, Virgo, especially when it comes to this tarot reading, I feel as if I'm really tuning into, I feel as if I used the word blueprint just earlier, and I really do feel as if your spiritual team has handed me the blueprint of the plan, like the 2023 plan of Virgo. And the plan is about to be taking action here. I really get at the very start of summertime, like the first month of summer, you're going to be experiencing this major transition. It's the sense of where, excuse me, it's the sense of where it's like your spiritual team has been planning like a surprise party for you for months, and has been laying down the groundwork behind the scenes, ordering stuff, bringing things into your life behind the scenes that you may not have been able to make quite much sense of in the moment. But it's all about to be coming together. The grand finale, darling, is about to be showing itself. All right, so let's get into these rows here. In your first row, Virgo, I have your overall energy. Your second row is your social relationships, platonic, romantic, what have you. And then in your third row, we have your hobbies and your career. All right, so let's get into this first energy here. The three cards that I pulled for you was the World, and then the Knight of Pentacles, and then the Eight of Cups, Virgo. All right. So we'll talk about this World card first. What does this mean? The World card is the final card in the major arcana, Virgo, and this represents the ending of a chapter, the ending of a fool's journey to start a whole new book of your life here. All right. How does this happen? I'm glad you asked, darling. Is this Eight of Cups here? This is why I was saying that I see travel coming in for you. This is why I want to be telling you, Virgo, this is really not the time for you to be on Amazon, honey, and shopping around and ordering extra decorations and stuff, because it's this message of don't get too comfortable, Virgo, because you're about to be leaving your comfort zone. You're about to be leaving quite a lot, right? And if you even look at the Knight of Pentacles, you'll see, Virgo, all these pentacles that this knight is having to leave behind them to go into this new journey. This is the card, as well as this card right here. Like both of these cards, to me, embody the sense of you moving, of you leaving. And what is causing this change? I feel like we could get into specifics and then get into drama, which, darling, I love me some drama as long as it doesn't involve me or people I personally know. But I don't think it's necessary, Virgo. Overall, I think this is just a time of change for you. I feel as if it's time for you to go to bigger and better things. So especially if it comes to your career, if you've been noticing things going on in your career that have been a little bit sketchy, trust the process, because your spiritual team, again, is laying down the groundwork for you to be going into bigger and better things. But it is the sense of uncomfortable territory. All right. So in regards to your career, I feel like where things are going to be progressing is you're exploring new territory, new passions, new hobbies. When it comes to your relationships here, we're about to be getting into that in specific. I see you attracting a new type of crowd, a new type of folk. Maybe you're like really fresh on the spiritual path, Virgo, and you're just now getting involved in different communities, right? Whatever the case is, it's very foreign, new territory that you're going to be in. But I think you like the energy quite a bit. All right. I have a sneeze coming on, so if you start noticing I'm making a weird face, Virgo, it's because of that. Let's get into your relationship tarot reading now. Now, whatever this person is, whoever I'm tuning into, could be past, present, future. It could be romantic, platonic, family, honey. All right. I'm not here to add the labels to it, but let me show you the cards, darling. All right. All major arcanas for this row. And major arcanas, when you see so many as a tarot reader, you can expect a big transition. And so when it comes to your social life here, major changes. All right. So let's talk about it. You have the Fool card, the very opposite of not the opposite, the beginning of this journey, right? The Fool comes into completion as the World, right? And so I really wouldn't be surprised, Virgo, if you are recently just had to let go of a long-standing relationship for whatever the reason, right? Your next card is the High Priestess. All right. And very much when I see the High Priestess in social readings, Virgo, I always get the sense of spiritual significance. So that this is where people would imply like the soulmate aspect or soul calling, right? Or soul tribe rather. And then your third card was the Death card, a death and rebirth card in this tarot deck. And so really fabulous energy. All right. To me, this really, again, confirms like there's some relationship in your life that you had to put to a close. And with that person that you ended that relationship with, or that you finally made the choice in moving on from, Virgo, it's almost as if that's the last type of that kind of person that you are going to be attracting, of that type. I feel like you're going to the next level of the types of people that you interact with. Maybe you are just now recently, Virgo, leaving a situation or a relationship in your life that was someone that you grew up with. And so everyone that you grew up with, they always saw you in that way. And you're in this place now, Virgo, where it's time for you to go into new places so people, like, new perspectives can challenge you, and have people who see you for who you are now rather than constantly referencing a past version of yourself. That's what I see here. All right. I see you guys really bringing forth new, solid relationships that, again, really have some strong spiritual significance with this High Priestess here. All right. And so if you've been noticing or wondering for a while, Virgo, why you've been unsuccessful at having a relationship that lasts a while, it's because that you needed to really end a cycle of your life of connecting with a type of person, because instead of being around people that, I don't know, like, you get the point. Again, I just feel as if there's a sense of needing to fully transition before your spiritual team really gives their blessing, and they're just like, all right, Virgo, we can help make connections happen. But in this current environment, they didn't want to waste their time. I don't know. It's almost as if someone that's in high school asking for their soulmates and their soul tribe, and the only people available that their spiritual team can help them with are people they go to school with, and chances are they're not going to be talking to them. So it's like, why bother? And that's the type of energy. Even if obviously most people, 99% of the people that watch me are my age or older, Virgo. So I know that reference is not relevant, but it is that same sense of you have graduated, Virgo, right? Is you've moved on from having school friends. That's what I get. So let's get into your hobbies and your career now, Virgo. And so let's take a look at these three cards here. The first card you pulled is excuse me, honey. The first card you pulled, Virgo, is the King of Pentacles. And then the second card is the Eight of Pentacles. And then the third one is the Nine of Wands, darling. All right. So overall, really solid cards here. This is a message of where, Virgo, there's something when it comes to your personal endeavors. Maybe there's like a job or a side hustle that you've been working on and it hasn't really held any fruit recently. This is a message of where there's something that you've invested time and energy into, and it just is taking it has a longer gestation period, is like the message, excuse me, is the message I just heard. It's, you don't expect fruit from a plant that takes 180 days for it to be ready to bloom, or something in that manner is what I got. And so whatever you have invested energy into right now, Virgo, don't take the lack of current result as a sign that you need to wash your hands clean and give up on it. There's something you need to continue to commit to, all right, and see it through until the end, because the end goal you'll be extremely happy with, but right now you don't see how it's going to be happening. And again, this is your overall energy. Like, all this stuff to you is a sense of it's going to all come into play very quickly. Like, I really do feel as if you're going to be having a pretty major domino effect happen in your life. And again, it seems to be really positive. This is the tarot reading that I have for you, darling. If you did enjoy this tarot reading, let me know in the comments below. And if you're looking for further clarity and direction in your life, Virgo, you can go to my shop, which is linked down below, SimplyVelca.com. You can book a one-on-one private tarot reading with me there. But until next time, Virgo, I love you so much, darling. Bye.